Hello and welcome to Braintree High School as we get ready for varsity softball. Mike will also bring you the coverage here on BCAM TV as Braintree and Newton North getting ready to take the field here today as the Tigers come into today with a couple of losses, 6-2 on the season, and Braintree right in a similar position as they have had a pretty good start to their season, trying to get back in the win column here today with a tough Bay State Conference foe, the Tigers from Newton North, as we are getting ready for the first pitch of the game. A little slight wind here to begin the contest, and we'll see if that factors in at all here today. There was a couple of sprinkles right before the start of the game, but hopefully that was just a passing little bit of rain and we'll be good to go the rest of the way. As the first pitch set to go right here from Braintree's Diuti, who will be on the mound and getting ready for the first pitch as Mealy leads things off for Newton North, batting right-handed. Leadoff hitter and squaring down to bunt, and that one's knocked foul. Newton North, generally a team that likes to bunt, especially at the top of the order. It's been kind of their bread and butter for a while, trying to use their speed and get on base, steal one. Getting scoring position. This one laid down in front of the plate. Here's the throw to first, and it goes off the glove of the Braintree second baseman who was covering McPhee. An unfortunate situation there as Braintree fielded the play perfectly, but was not able to retire the out. And that'll be an error to begin the game to get the runner on. Obviously the speed factored into having to release a quick throw, but that was certainly on target, one that should have been handled. And Braintree now with an error to begin the contest and another bunt try that's knocked foul. So Mealy getting aboard with a error, as now this will bring up the shortstop Hodgson. As the Braintree defense back all the way around, the wind's starting to really pick up now. As you probably can hear on the microphone, ground ball back to the mound as the play will be to first, and this time it is fielded properly and the first out here of the inning. Nice job by Diuti, who had the presence to not only field the ball very well there and field their position, but had the idea to go and look at second base just in case the force was there. And obviously with the runner moving, the throw was not there, so spun around, threw to first. Really alert play by the Braintree pitcher as the pitch is in there for a strike to the pitcher on the other side for Newton North, Maher. So an error and a ground out to the mound as that one's cut on and missed. The sun has made its way out, but the wind has really picked up. Hopefully that'll subside a bit. As the right-hander's ready with the pitch and another ground ball. This one to shortstop. A nice backhanded play. The throw across, low and out at first base, dugout, and a nice play over at first on a low throw, as that one was made by the Braintree first baseman Curran. So the outfield here, it'll be McPhee in left field with Littlewood in center and McNamee in right field. And across the diamond at third base, it's Stanley with Woods, who just made that play at short. McPhee at second base and Curran at first, with Surrett doing the catching, as this one's grounded again up the middle, and this time it'll get through and into center field as the Tigers able to capitalize on the leadoff error from Braintree to score the game's first run. Unearned run charged to the pitcher. So the cleanup hitter Carter, the catcher, able to drill that one through the middle of the infield. And that'll bring home the game's first run on an RBI hit, or up the middle. First hit of the game. As a pitch on the way, and that one is low. Pitch, and that's in there for a strike. Runner at first with two outs here in the top half of the first inning in a 1-0 game, with Newton North taking an early lead. Diuti winds and fires and missed outside. Looking to reset here as Diuti with this one smacked into the outfield. As the base runner being waved around, the throw will be to second. And another run was pushed across here with 2 outs. As the runner is able to score all the way from first base. You don't see that very often here on this field with obviously the fence surrounding. But the base runner was able to get on the horse and keep going. So 2 runs pushed across. That'll be the first run charged to the starter, Diuti. But Braintree's going to have to play pretty perfect here today if they want to have a chance to beat the Tigers, a team with just 2 losses in the season, 6-2. But certainly not the way you wanted to start with an error to begin the game. The bats have been pretty good for Braintree here this season, but now it's going to come down to really buckling in with the pitching and defense as this one's spoiled off and out of play. So the RBI double by Tobin makes it a 2-0 lead. Here in the top half of the first inning on a windy afternoon here at Braintree High School, as that one missed off the plate. That one low, and it gets all the way to the backstop as the base runner will advance to third. So Braintree really needs to make a play here to get out of this inning. Keep it a 2-run game. And that one missed well off the plate, and a walk here to put them at the corners with 2 outs. So Melchiano able to draw a walk, and the Tigers with another base runner. 4th base runner of the inning. 2 have scored, 2 more on. And the pitch is down. A lot of pitches having to be thrown here in this top half of the first. And Diuti looking to make a good pitch here to get out of the inning. This one's knocked foul off the backstop. Right there, and that's a strike. Hammered into the zone. Seems like the wind has slowed down a bit, but I think we're going to run through stretches of wind throughout this game. At least that's the way it seems. As this one's cut on and missed, and down on strikes goes the hitter. As Braintree gets the strikeout to end the inning, but 2 runs pushed across, 1 earned here in the top half of the first as Newton North with a 2-run lead as Braintree will bat for the first time right after this. Welcome back to Braintree High School. Getting ready for the bottom half of the first inning as Braintree trailing by 2 runs. As Woods will lead things off for Braintree. And the first pitch is inside for ball 1. So we'll see Woods, McPhee, and Surrett 1, 2, 3 in the Braintree order as the Wamps find themselves down by a couple runs. As Maher winds and fires. And the pitch is in for a strike. So 1-1 count to the leadoff hitter and shortstop for Braintree. See how Braintree responds to a couple runs given up. Trying to battle back. And the pitch is low. Defense playing very shallow in center field. And this one drilled to shortstop as the shortstop with the throw. It's not going to be in time and the runner will advance. So both teams with an infield single in the first inning. Such a big difference between baseball and softball is the distance in between the home plate and first base. You see a ground ball to shortstop. You've seen so many legged out in this sport where that almost never happens in baseball unless the ball is misplayed, as this one is knocked foul. But of course, the speed is generally at the top of the order as well, so it makes sense to see some infield singles at the top of the order. As McPhee will hit here and lays down the bunt. The play is to first, and the play is made in time as Woods goes sliding into second base as McPhee drops down the bunt and brings the base runner over. So the sacrifice puts Braintree with an opportunity here to get a run back. And now the runner is in scoring position at second base with just the one out for Surrett. The Braintree catcher, as Maher gets ready, winds and fires, and this one off the plate for ball one. Braintree looking to capitalize here on an opportunity here in the bottom half of the first. As that one is low, no swing from the Braintree hitter. Catcher was checking. That wasn't really that close. And the pitch and a ground ball. This one to deep short. It gets through into left field, and Braintree now with runners at the corners as this one is misplayed, and Braintree going to try and go to the plate, and that was not a wise decision as Woods is out at home. And I'm not sure if that was her decision or if that was head coach Jenkins deciding that, but that was really not a smart play to try and take off for home plate. Certainly don't want to make an out with less than 2 outs like that. And this changes the inning for Braintree drastically. Could have runners at second and third. Instead, just the runner at second, now 2 outs. A couple of hits here in the inning, but just the one base runner on. As Braintree trying to capitalize with 2 outs. As the cleanup hitter McNamee stands in, the Braintree right fielder. And the pitch is downstairs. So base runners for both sides here in the first inning. The Tigers able to push across a couple. Braintree trying to push across at least one. And a ground ball hit to third base. It stopped, and the throw across in time, and that does it here in the inning. So Braintree gets 2 hits but does not score here in the first inning and trail 2-0 after 1. Top half of the second inning here at Braintree High School as we are ready to resume after a 2-0 first inning in favor of the Tigers. It'll be the bottom of the order, 8, 9, and 1 here in the top half of the second inning. Diode out for another inning of work as this one slapped at and no contact by the hitter Rousseau. And a fastball right in there for a strike. A couple of strikes now on the hitter. And now the hitter's going to bat the opposite side with 2 strikes. Very rarely do you see something like that in the middle of an at-bat. Obviously trying to use her speed by slapping at the ball, and now looking for a more technical approach to try and swing away with 2 strikes. Defense in at the corners for Braintree, back at second and short. Pretty deep in the outfield. And this one hit back to the mound weakly as the play is to first and recorded for the opening out. So a quick first out here of the second inning. So this is the 9-hitter, Lynch. And the pitch, and that one cut on and missed. Pretty good velocity out of the gates here today for Dayuti. He's had a lot of swing and misses. And the pitch is cut on and missed again. Able to get it by her. Nobody on and one out here in the second, as that one just a little bit below the knees. Pretty good pitch with 2 strikes. Trying to get the hitter to chase. And the pitch on the way and upstairs for the strikeout. 2 Ks now in the outing, and Braintree very quickly with a pair of outs here to begin the second inning. Much better response here in inning 2. Back to the top of the order for Mealy, who laid down a bunt and reached on the throwing error. As this one dropped down again, this will be to first base. This time the throw is in time and fielded by McPhee to end the inning. So Braintree gets him 1-2-3 here in the second, and the Bats will get a chance down 2. Bottom of the second inning. It'll be Braintree's 5, 6, 7 hitters in the inning. And the pitch on the outside corner for strike 1 to Dayuti. Braintree's pitcher. The right-hander winds and fires and missed. Braintree looking for the leadoff runner on for the second straight inning. It's Braintree with some action in the bullpen as the pitch is low. I would assume that that's McNamee throwing for Braintree, although Dayuti had her best inning in the second. Braintree down just 2 runs as the pitch is in there for strike 2 on the outside corner. So Dayuti, Stanley, and Littlewood expected here in the inning for Braintree. And the pitch cut on and missed, and a little bit of drop on that, able to get it by the bat. And the first strikeout now for Maher. Two strikeouts on the other side for Dayuti. Stanley will bat. And the pitch is downstairs. Bottom 2 here at Braintree High School in a 2-0 game in favor of the visitors. Ground ball knocked off the hitter as Stanley shakes that one off. And the pitch is up. So Stanley playing third base for Braintree, trying to get aboard here with 1 out in the inning. And the pitch is low. Braintree down a couple runs, looking to chip away at it. They had a chance in the first, couldn't score. Ran into an out at the plate. This one's grounded back to shortstop. It's going to be a tough play on the move. The throw is in time. That one not hit all that hard, but it did get past the pitcher, and then once it did, I thought maybe Stanley had a chance to leg it out, but the throw did get there in time. Shortstops generally have one of the strongest arms on the team, and the throw did get there just in time. As Littlewood would bat, the Braintree center fielder. Pitch is low, 4-1. Again, continued action in the Braintree bullpen. Braintree got Newton North to go 1-2-3, and the Tigers are able to do the same thing to Braintree as both sides retire in order here in the second inning. As this game cruises through the second, a 2-0 lead for Newton North as we head to the third. Top half of the third inning, and the first pitch right down the middle for strike one. And Zayudi, sure enough, back out there after a great inning in the second, face the 2-3-4 hitters in the order. And the pitch is cut on and missed. Good pitch there, tailing away from the hitter. Hodgson, who grounded out to the mound her first time, down in the count. And another ground ball, this one off the glove of the pitcher. The throw in time, and a nice play made by the second baseman, McPhee, who was able to read that one off the mitt of the pitcher. So the Braintree defense making a couple plays here as this game has moved along after the error to begin the game. Pretty deep in the outfield here for Maher, grounded out to shortstop in her only plate appearance. This one grounded to third and foul. Pitch, and another ground ball, this one to shortstop again, and Woods' throw across in time, and there's two down. Second time that Maher has been retired by the Braintree shortstop, Woods. So Braintree with an opportunity to go 1-2-3 again, or to get Newton North to go 1-2-3, and then get those bats back out there and hopefully get some hits. Pitch, and this one is flipped, and it does get over the Braintree first baseman's head and drops for a bloop single. With two outs, second hit of the game for Carter. That one was not hit hard at all, but just placed well over the Braintree first baseman, Curran. And the second single of the game for Carter. The first one produced an RBI. And now with two outs, a base runner on, as Tobin will bat, had an RBI double last time, so looks like a pinch runner over at first base, and one would assume that due to that fact you would expect to see a stolen base try. Why else would you bring in a pinch runner other than to try and steal a base? Obviously getting more speed on the bases is an obvious solution, but I would assume that they're trying to steal here with two outs. And the pitch is low, no stolen base try there, but certainly a good jump off the bag. So Tayuti trying to get out of the inning here after a two-out single. And down in the dirt, and that will advance the base runner to second. A wide turn of the bag, and will stay there at second, but once that one hit the ground, it hit the chest protector of the catcher, Surrett, and bounced off the side fence right in front of the Braintree dugout. It was an easy second base for the base runner. And this one hit hard into the outfield. It'll drop down as the base runner will be waved around. Here comes the throw from shortstop. Throw there and in time, but it goes off the catcher's glove. And the base runner will score as the base runner, for whatever reason, did not slide. And a two-out hit again, produced by Tobin. So really a frustrating sequence there for Braintree after they had the first two out and not able to get out of the inning without any further damage. And now Newton North with a 3-0 lead as as they pushed across one here in the third. 2 in the first, none in the second, and 1 so far here in this third inning to advance to a 3-0 lead. As the pitch is high to Melchion, who had a walk back in the first inning. Pitch is a little bit low. Pretty good spot, but not getting the call from the home plate umpire. Right-hander winds and fires, and that is in there on the inside corner for a strike. Hitter was taken all the way. And the pitch just missed. Another close call, not going Braintree's way. And the second time that the first baseman, Melchiono, has drawn a walk. So now 2 on with 2 outs in a 3-0 game in favor of Newton North. As Dayuti winds and fires, and again missed low. Trying to continue to work the bottom of the zone, which is generally a good spot to work. A lot tougher to be hit hard on a pitch down than a pitch up. That one right there for a strike, even to the count at 1-1. Another pitch and another strike. So now Dayuti a pitch away from potentially getting out of this inning with just the 1 run allowed. But obviously 2 base runners on base right now for Newton North in a 3-0 game. Pitch and a ground ball. This one to third base and a foul ball. That one up and off the mitt of the catchers. Both base runners now will take an extra base. So a tough bounce there, as it puts both runners now in scoring position. A base hit could score 2. And that one just missed. Pretty good spot on the inner part of the plate. As Dayuti looks for the final out here of this third inning. Winds and fires, and another one that missed, and that will draw another walk. So now the bases are loaded with a pair of walks and a single, and a 3-0 game, as the Tigers have a chance to really give themselves a big cushion. And Braintree hoping to get out of it without any further damage, give themselves an opportunity to come back. You get down by 4, 5, 6 runs, it's going to be tough to come back against a good team. As this one's grounded to shortstop, and the throw across is going to be in time and out at first base, as the Tigers will score nothing further. They load them up and cannot push anything further across. They do get a run here in the third inning, but Braintree works their way out of a very tough spot in the third as we head to the bottom half of the inning. 3-0 Newton North. Bottom half of the third inning in a 3-0 game. This pitch on the way is in there for a strike. So Braintree will have 8, 9, and 1 here in the inning. Trying to get something started, try and battle back from a 3-run deficit. As Maher winds and fires, and Curran takes the pitch low. Curran with a ground ball hit to second base. It's mishandled. Here comes the throw to first, and it will not be in time. So a fielding error here at second base opens the door for Braintree to get something started. Both sides now with an error made at second base. Looked like a pretty routine play too. Now Braintree's going to have to try and capitalize on this, as McPhee will hit here in the 9 spot. Braintree sacrificed last time they had a base runner on to begin an inning. Nothing showing this time as the pitch is outside. So the scoreboard on and showing the proper score, 3-0 Newton North here in the bottom half of the third. Braintree trying to threaten here in the inning. As the pitch is low again, and the throw back to first base not in time. Pitch on the way. This one hit hard to center field. This one continuing to travel and back and able to make the catch in center field as the defense playing very shallow, able to come back and make a big play as Braintree nearly able to poke that one over the head as McPhee put a charge into that one, but unfortunately retired for the first out. So back to the top of the order for Braintree, a leadoff single for Woods to begin the bottom half of the first, trying to do something similar here in this inning. Braintree's had opportunities in this game to score, just haven't been able to push the runs across. With the Wamps down 3, love to get at least a run or two here. And the pitch is in there for a strike, good fastball. So the defensive mistake beginning the inning, opening the door for Braintree to get something started. And the off-speed pitch drops in there for a strike. That one was high for a little while and then dropped in. Pretty big strike zone here tonight. Maher winds and fires. This time is down, and the throw back over to first base as they continue to try and keep Curran close over at first, but probably a pretty good job by the base runner to at least draw a throw. You never know when the catcher throws it over in that direction. Maybe the catcher throws it into the outfield. And that one cut on and missed and went after a pitch well outside and strikes out. So Woods down for the second out here of the inning. We'll take something here from McPhee, who had the sacrifice bunt back in the first. Braintree's down 3-0 with 2 outs and a runner at first. And the pitch is low. Pitch, and that one's inside. So well ahead in the count. Braintree trying to get 2 on here, taken all the way, and that one right down the middle. Surratt would be on deck for Braintree if we get there. And the pitch is outside, and McPhee draws the walk. Just the first walk allowed by the pitcher, Maher. And Braintree now with 2 base runners without the benefit of a hit. A walk and an error for Surratt. Braintree could get right back in it with a big hit. And the pitch is outside. And this one hit hard and threw it into the outfield as the base runner stopping at third base, as Braintree not able to score. We would expect to score one there in that spot as the ball was hit through the infield, and now the bases are loaded for Braintree on a hard hit single by Surratt. So second hit of the game for Surratt in the 3 spot. Now it'll be a chance, big opportunity for McNamee, who grounded out to third base with the bases loaded here. Braintree a hit away from potentially getting within a couple runs. And this one hit towards the outfield. It's going to be a tough play for the center fielder. Not able to make the play. 1 run scores. Here comes the second, and Braintree has made it a ball game. Big hit there for McNamee, and Braintree a hit away from tying it up now. It's 3-2. So a big 2-run hit by McNamee, who comes through in the cleanup spot, floating that one out there into shallow center field. And Braintree right back in this game. You now think about Newton North not able to score with those bases loaded. Open the door for Braintree to get back in it, and they sure do. First and second, 2 down, and the pitch on the way to Diuti is low. Diuti struck out in their only plate appearance of this game. So Braintree a run down now, 3-2, here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Good rally started here by the Wamps. And the pitch from Maher, and the pitch is outside. Braintree looking to take full advantage here in this inning. Again, that error proving very costly. Both times we've seen an error by a fielder in this game, we've seen runs pushed across. 2 runs for Newton North in the first after a leadoff error. Braintree scoring twice so far here in this 3rd inning. Right-hander ready, and this one slashed out of play. And the pitch to Diuti is in there for another strike. Took the pitch on the inner half. So 2 base runners on for Braintree here with 2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 down. Braintree down 3-2, and that's in there for strike 3 as the throw will be to first base, and the base runner, or the hitter, did not take off. Could have tried to take first base on the called 3rd strike that was dropped, but the out is made at first. But Braintree with a nice inning here in the bottom half of the 3rd. They score twice, and they're within a run now. It is 3-2 as we head to the 4th. Top half of the 4th inning. Diuti back out, and the first pitch is a strike. 9-1 and 2 hitters for Newton North here in the 4th inning. Both sides scoring in the 3rd. 1 run for Newton North, 2 for Braintree, and it is a 3-2 game. Wind's starting to pick up again. This one slapped over to second base, and an underhanded flip in time for the opening out. So Braintree really has settled in defensively here in this game. Another weak ground out induced by Diuti. Ready for the pitch, and first pitch swing. This one knocked back and out of play. So this is back to the top of the order. For Mealy, who has tried to bunt both times, not on the first one though, not on the first swing. And the pitch in for another strike. So very quickly ahead, 0-2. Right-hander is ready, winds and fires, and a weak ground ball. knocked foul. Pitch, and this one off the backstop. Couple strikes on the hitter. Base is clear with one out. Here in the top of the fourth, Braintree down a run, 3-2. And another ground ball, knocked foul. So the long at bat will continue. This one hit hard to third base, and that is just foul. Past the glove of Stanley. Pitch on the way, and this one off the catcher's glove. Right-hander ready, and that's in there, strike three. Beautiful pitch on the inside part of the plate. So 2 up, 2 down here in the fourth inning. And it's Braintree with momentum on their side, trying to get the quick inning here again in the fourth. And the pitch, and that one a little bit high, 4-1. Base is clear, 2 outs for Hodgson, as the pitch is low. As this one slapped out of play, had the green light on the 2-0 count. The pitch upstairs, and it's 3-1. Trying to battle back again, down 3-1 in the count, and that one missed high, 4-4. So a 2-out base runner. Hodgson aboard for the first time, and this will bring up Maher, who's grounded out twice in the direction of shortstop. And another ground ball, this one to third base, but foul again. A couple of hot shots down that third base line. So a 2-out walk keeps the inning going here in the top half of the fourth inning. No balls, 1 strike, and now 0-2. Continued good velocity from Diuti. Now it's about getting that final out. Oh, 2 pitch on the way, and trying the rise pitch, the throw down to second base, and the tag is not in time as Braintree with a little set play. Very close over at second base, just able to beat the tag. And Newton North now with a base runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Braintree does not want another run to be pushed across here. All the momentum's on their side. And the pitch is grounded to third base and foul again. Seeing a handful of balls hit in that direction here in the inning. All of them have been foul, but 3 of them that would be extra bases if they stayed in fair territory, as they've gotten past the hot corner all 3 times, but obviously foul. Two strikes now on the hitter. Lines and fires, and this one blasted high into the outfield. Deep it goes, and up and over the fence. A ground rule double. And again, Newton North able to score here with base runners on, making it a 4-2 game. That one hung up in the air for a while. And that takes away what would have been a lot more, as the short fence, that one hopped right over it. And with 2 outs, the inning continues in a 4-2 game, and this one's knocked foul. Pitch from Dayuti, and this one is low. So the base runner now standing at third base. And the pitch is slap foul. So the RBI double by Maher makes it a 2-run game again. 2 strikes still on the hitter. Braintree tries to retire Carter for the first time. And the pitch is down. And the at-bat continues here in the 4th inning. That just missed on the inside corner. I'd really like to see that call go your way if you're Dayuti. Did not get it. Would have been a big spot to get a strikeout. Braintree's down by 2 again. The base runner at third and 2 down. And the pitch, and down on strikes as she's able to get Carter. So Carter strikes out to end the inning. Braintree surrenders another run here in the top half of the 4th. They've allowed a run in 3 of the first 4 innings. And Braintree down a pair, 4-2, as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Bottom half of the 4th inning, Braintree down a couple runs, 4-2. As Stanley leads things off, taking strike 1. Braintree's 6, 7, 8 hitters in the inning. And this one hit to the outfield, or actually carries more back towards the infield. The wind knocked down as it's caught by the shortstop. Looked like that one's going to carry a lot further, but just died out there. So twice Stanley has been retired in the direction of shortstop, once on a pop-up, this time on another pop-up. Brings up Littlewood, who also grounded out to short back in her only plate appearance. So a 4-2 score here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Braintree's only 2 runs scored back in the 3rd inning. The infield is shallow as well as the outfield. Couple strikes now on Littlewood, the Braintree center fielder. And that is in there for strike 3. Down on strikes is Littlewood. And that'll be now the 3rd strikeout, make it the 4th strikeout for Maher, as there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Braintree needed to get something started here with 2 outs. It'll take Curran, who reached on an error last time, got the rally started. Late swing and a miss. And a ground ball hit to shortstop. The throw across in time, and that'll do it as they go 1-2-3 here in the bottom half of the fourth. We head to the fifth. Braintree still down a pair. Top half of the fifth inning here at Braintree High School in a 4-2 game. Newton North with the lead and batting. As Sayudi back out for another inning of work. That's a strike pounded in there for the opening strike. And a ground ball through into the outfield. They just cannot find a way to get Tobin out. A couple of base hits. That's the third one now. So that brings up Melchiono, who has drawn 2 walks. Takes the first pitch right down the middle for strike 1. One on one the count. The leadoff runner on a single through the left side of the infield. This one will be hit to third base, and a throw across in time, and a missile of a throw over at third. That's a beautiful play. And they're gonna rule the base runner safe on catcher interference. I did not see that at all. Must have been on the backswing. It's the only that I can think of. So really tough break for Braintree as they had the out, and instead it turns the first 2 on. So saw that in the baseball game, in the last game we did, catcher interference on the swing, and same situation here. Obviously much tougher for us to see from the vantage point we're at here, all the way in the outfield. And the pitch, this one is popped up on the infield, and Curran with a nice sliding catch. Nice play made by the Braintree first baseman. Now the runner goes to third, and the runner's out at third. What are they trying to do there? And that's not the fastest of base runners either. I'm not sure what Newton North was trying to do in that situation. Run themselves into a double play, and Braintree loves that. So Curran turns a little weak pop-up into a double play ball. As this one hit hard towards center field, deep it goes, and back and out of here. A home run as this one over the fence in center field after Braintree with the double play ball turns. A 2-run homer hit here in the 8th spot by Rouso. And that changes this whole game after Braintree again had gotten the out. Makes it a 6-2 game, and the Tigers take advantage on the fly ball that just kept carrying from the 8-hitter. And now a meeting at the mound by Braintree. Really just a frustrating inning here for the Wamps. After the catcher interference, they then turn the double play and then give up the 2-run homer right afterwards. So a 6-2 lead now for Newton North here in the top half of the 5th inning. As that one's in there for a strike. That's in for a strike. So the bases are clear with 2 outs, and the pitch is outside. So many swings in this game that have gone Newton North's way, as they now lead by 4 runs. That 2-run homer really a dagger to Braintree after battling back to get within a run at one point. Now they're down by 4 runs. And the pitch on the way is cut on and missed, and down on strikes goes the hitter as we end the top half of the 5th. 6-2 the score, heading to the bottom half of the inning. Bottom half of the inning. 6-2 score. Also bringing the coverage here on BCam TV, and this looks like there's a potential chance for maybe some more raindrops in the forecast. Clouds looking a little ominous to our right, but hoping that they will pass. Newton North with the biggest hit of the game, a 2-run homer with 2 outs in the bottom half of the top half of this 5th inning. Really changing this game as they lead by 4 runs. Braintree trying to battle back yet again. Nine, 1, and 2 in the Braintree order here in the inning, as that's in for a strike. And the pitch is low, and that will draw the walk. So McPhee finds her way aboard here to begin the inning. And Braintree needs runs in a hurry. They have 3 more innings to try and score at least 4 runs. That's assuming Newton North doesn't score anymore. As the pitch is inside, the throw is not going to be in time, and the base runner will steal second. And excellent speed shown there by McPhee. One of the quickest runners on this Braintree team, able to steal second base without really a problem, and that was a pretty good throw too. So now an opportunity for the Braintree leadoff hitter. This will be Woods, who has a hit and a strikeout, and takes the pitch for a strike. A 6-2 lead for Newton North here over Braintree at home. And the pitch, and this one hammered towards the shortstop, and it's misplayed as Braintree will now head towards third base, and both defenses making some mistakes here in this game. That's the second mistake made on the infield by Newton North, and opens the door for Braintree to have a potential big inning here in this 5th. That home run really looming large right now. Obviously, that didn't happen. We're talking about a 4-2 game. Braintree maybe a hit or 2 away from tying the score. as the pitch is going to be called inside, and a stolen base over at second as the catcher again throws down, and the base runner dives into third safely. Looks like McNamee warming again, maybe to start the sixth inning, as Dayuti has been tagged for 6 runs, 5 of them earned. And the pitch, a bunt try, as this one is bunted towards the plate, and they will not even throw it to first. So Braintree has now loaded the bases. So a bunt single for McPhee, and all of a sudden Braintree with the bases loaded. And this will bring up Surratt, who has 2 hits, 2 singles. Chance to bring Braintree right back into this game. And the pitch is in there for strike 1. Huge spot in this game for the Wamps, down by 4 runs. Surratt, probably the right person you want right now, with 2 hits in the game. Let's see if she can power one into the outfield. And this one hit hard to straightaway center field. This one carrying, and it will be caught in center field. The run will tag and score on a sac fly to center. That one hit hard by Surratt, but just not far enough. Probably about 6 or 7 feet in front of the fence. Was hoping for a grand slam, but obviously not the case, as they check over at third, and to no avail. The coach thinking maybe that Braintree left early on the sac fly, which was not the case. So Braintree makes it 6-3, and here comes McNamee, who had a 2-run hit last time. As this one bounces, and the base runner now takes third. McPhee didn't read that one well over at first, wasn't able to get to second. But Braintree now in business, down 6-3 with runners at the corners, just the one out. And the pitch is inside. The base runner will steal second. So they're at second and third now, as the wind continues to pick up. Ready, and the pitch is a called strike on the inner part of the plate. As McNamee bouncing back off the plate, trying to take the pitch, but it was called a strike. So a 6-3 game, Braintree with 2 more on. And that's one to the middle of the infield, off the glove of the pitcher. The throw to first, not in time, and Braintree with another run. And it's 6-4. So another RBI for McNamee, who has 3 of them. And Braintree right back in this game, down by 2 again. That's why I was talking about that home run back in the top half of this inning, proving to be so costly. Braintree's battled all the way back to make it a 2-run game. They have 2 more on. The tying run standing at first base. Go-ahead run at the plate. And Braintree making this a ball game again. You got to give Braintree credit. They've battled back here. A couple of times they found themselves down by 3+ runs, and they've not gone away. And here comes Dayuti, who's had a tough day at the plate. And the pitch is a called strike. Dayuti with a pair of strikeouts, looking to put the ball in play this time. And another strike. Stanley on deck. 6-4 lead for Newton North with an 0-2 count, 2 on and 1 out as the pitch is outside. Some action starting to get going for the Tigers. And the pitch to Dayuti, a ground ball hit to deep shortstop. Nice play, and the throw across in time for the force out as the shortstop took away a base hit. Big play made. And that took away a potential huge inning for the Wamps, but inning still continuing, but that changes things a bit. So it'll take something from Stanley, who here in the game is 0 for 2, but needs something now. First pitch, a strike. So Maher continuing to pitch here in this 5th inning. Has 2 outs, but Braintree with 2 on. Down by 2. Right-hander ready, and a ground ball hit to third base. Over to make the play, the throw across in time, and Braintree able to push across 2 runs, but not anything further. They really had a chance to score more, but could not get it done, and we head to the 6th inning, 6-4, Newton North. Top of the 6th inning, and Braintree has gone to the bullpen. McNamee coming in relief here in the 6th inning. Braintree down a couple runs. And continued action in the Newton North bullpen, presumably for the bottom half of this inning, as that's in for a strike. So Braintree down by 2 runs. And the pitch is a little bit low. It's the top of the order, as this one is smacked hard and foul. Two and 2 the count, and a ground ball hit weakly and foul. Bases are clear to begin the inning. And the pitch is hit to second base, and the throw across in time for the out. So leadoff hitter retired. And our first pitch, oh, nice play by the pitcher as McNamee swallows that one up and throws to first for the second out. A really fine defensive play. So 2 very quick outs here in the top half of the 6th. So it'll take something here from the pitcher Maher, who has grounded out twice and hit a double. And now a strike. And this one hit hard to the outfield, coming in, and that's going to drop down in front of the left fielder. So a 2-out base hit keeps the inning going. Seen a lot of balls drop in the outfield on both sides. The wind really playing with it. And obviously you got to think about a stolen base potential try here with 2 outs. And that one getting away. That one came out of the hand awkwardly. And now the base runner thought about going all the way to third. That's a strike. So Maher, who was pitching heading into this inning, may not be pitching when the bottom half starts, but is at second base. And this one hit up the middle into center field as the base runner is waved around and will score a 7th run. That one right back to the pitcher, right over the head of McNamee on a hot shot. And every time Braintree gets close, Newton North just gets another run back. A pinch runner over at first. Pitch on the way, and this one rocketed to the outfield. This will get down and up off the fence as the base runner rounds third base, going to the plate. Here comes the throw to home, and the throw is in time and out at the plate. A beautiful relay all the way from the outfield into second, and a perfect strike fired in from McPhee, and the tag made by Surrett, and Braintree cuts down another potential base scorer as that ends the inning. And Braintree with a nice defensive play to end the top half of the sixth, but the Tigers get another run. It's 7-4 as we head to the bottom of the sixth. Bottom half of the sixth inning as Braintree down by 3. A beautiful relay to get a runner at the plate to end the top half of the sixth inning. The Tigers did score a run in the inning, but a nice play to end it, and we'll see if Braintree can get some momentum from it. Maher is back on the mound. I was a little surprised to see that. Must have been because they scored another run. And the pitch, and that one's a little high. We've gotten a couple of those pitches called in their favor, but not this time. As Littlewood sitting in the driver's seat here as the 7th hitter in the Braintree order. Has not been on base yet, and now will be. So they do bring out the pitcher, and it did not work out. A 4-pitch walk. So now Curran gets a chance. Reached on an error and grounded out to short. As the defense in at the corners, and the pitch is slap foul. Braintree down by 3 runs here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. And that one is upstairs. One the count, and that is a called strike. Took something off that, probably a change up. Big spot here for Braintree to try and get back closer in this game, and the pitch is slap foul. So Curran keeping the at-bat going. And this one towards shortstop and caught on a little floating pop-up for the first out here of the 6th inning. So this will be the bottom of the order for Braintree, the number 9 hitter McPhee. First pitch, a hard hit ball and through the second baseman as the base runner stops there at second. As this one hits the second baseman right in the back. As Braintree getting another break here on another error. McPhee did hit that ball hard, but that's one that's got to be stopped. Second baseman for the Tigers has had some problems in this game. A couple of big mistakes. And Braintree now with 2 on. And the pitch is low. Woods has reached twice, once on an error, once on a single. He's also struck out. So Braintree, fourth time through the order. And a ground ball knock foul. Wamps trying to take advantage here in the inning. And this one slapped towards the second baseman off the mitt. As that gets by the outfielder, run scores. And now heading to second base is Woods. As Braintree rounding another runner. Here they come to the plate, and 2 runs pushed across. Really poor defense being played here in the inning, and Braintree taking full advantage to score now 2 more runs, and they are going to pull the pitcher now. And I am a little bit surprised. Braintree obviously very happy, but I am not really certain why the pitcher had started this inning. But it's a 7-6 game now, and we have a meeting at the mound. Have not seen the signal for the pitching change yet, but the entire defense has not had a good inning at all. A couple of balls mishandled by the second baseman. That one got by the outfielder. And then the ball went into second. The run scored from third. A lot of just plays that you wouldn't expect from this Newton North team that's 6-2 on the season. Making a lot of careless mistakes. And Braintree has made it a 1-run game. The tying run now at second. So 7-6 here in the bottom half of the 6th, and the pitch is high. McPhee has been aboard 2 different tries, has walked and had a bunt single. Tying run at second, and the pitch, and that one is cut on and missed on a pitch down in the dirt. So we do not see a pitching change. The meeting was the head coach coming out to talk to the entire team, which obviously was discombobulated, trying to settle them down. See how it works. And this one is slapped towards first base and foul. And the pitch on the way, and this one hit towards the outfield. It's going to be a tough play, and it is caught by the center fielder who was moving to her left, and that took away extra bases. That's a big play. Keeps it a 1-run game for the time being, but Braintree, a base hit here, could tie the score. As the base runner, though, is Woods. You got to be ready to score on anything here. Any single, got to be able to round that third base bag and get home. As Surratt comes up, 2 hits and a sac fly. 2 singles, sacrifice fly that was about 6 or 7 feet in front of the fence in center field. As Woods leads off of second base, and the pitch, and that one hit the batter as Surratt spins and takes the pitch as she fires the protective gear back towards the dugout. And Braintree now has the go-ahead run aboard. So now McNamee gets an opportunity. Has 3 of the 6 Braintree runs on RBIs. And the pitch. And that one is outside for ball 1. So Maher continuing to pitch here, as we saw somebody warming for Newton North, but we have not seen a call to the pen. 7-6 game with 2 outs and 2 on. And that's a strike. Pretty good pitch to hit there, but an off-speed pitch. Base hit here for McNamee could tie the game. And a ground ball hit to shortstop, and the throw across is going to be fielded. And that'll do it here in the inning. Braintree threatens for more, but they do push across 2. Make it a 1-run game as we head to the 7th and final inning at 7-6. Top of the 7th inning, and the first pitch is low, 4-1. It's been a long game between these two teams who've scored 13 runs, 7-6 the lead for Newton North as we play the 7th and final frame. That's a strike, pounded in there. And the pitch is hit hard and up the middle into center field. And they try and take second base, and Braintree catches the base runner. Some really suspect play here by the Tigers. I'm not really sure what the heck is going on here. They've run themselves into another out on the bases. I can understand some aggressiveness, but I mean, that's a little bit ridiculous to get caught there. As Braintree with a 1-run deficit. The opening out coming. And this one hit hard to the outfield, down the right field line, and that is a fair ball as that's going to get down, and at least 2 bases. The base runner is going to try for third. Here comes the throw, and the throw will get away, and now the base runner will try and get to home. Here comes the throw, and there will be none. And it looks like the Braintree third baseman is hurt on the play. Okay, hurt her knee there, trying to make a play. As we have an injured Braintree player, as that turns into a 8-6 game, as we'll take a break in the action. Play resuming here in the 7th inning. The injured third baseman Stanley will remain in the game. So that ends up turning into, after all is said and done, an inside the park home run, thanks in part to 2 throwing errors by Braintree that allows the runner to come all the way around, making it an 8-6 game. Braintree's battled back multiple times, but they just cannot keep it where it was, as that one came out of the hand awkwardly. Second time we've seen that happen to McNamee. Two and 1 is the count, and this one hammered to the outfield again, and Dayuti over to make a nice catch, as Braintree's defense now puts that one away. Seen a lot of hard hit balls here in this 7th inning by the Tigers bats. So the bases are clear with 2 outs in the top half of the 7th. Braintree down now 2 runs. Finally, the inning ready to continue as we see more action stirring for Newton North as the first pitch goes to the backstop. Pitch on the way, and that's in there for a strike. That one low. So the Tigers have scored once so far here in this top half of the 7th, a big insurance run to go back up by 2. as that one is just off the plate. Another close pitch not going Braintree's way. As the wind continues to pick up. And the pitch, that is a strike. As the count now fills. And the 3-2 in there, strike three, down goes the hitter. And that ends the top half of the 7th inning. So Braintree will find themselves down by 2 as we head to the bottom half of the 7th, with Braintree needing 2 more. Bottom half of the 7th inning, and the first pitch is grounded through the right side of the infield as Braintree gets the tying run now to the plate. So a nice start as Diuti, first pitch swing, drills it into right field. This will bring up, well, at one point we were going to potentially see Stanley, but I don't know if she's going to hit here. She was hurt earlier, and did not see her out there ready to swing. So it gives time for the infield and the outfield to have some words. As Braintree will have an opportunity to hit here. Runner at first, the leadoff runner, Diuti, getting on with a single through the right side of the infield. Not exactly sure what the delay is here, but looks like we are going to be ready for somebody to pinch hit here for Braintree. Looks like Stanley's going to stay in the game. Must have been putting on some sort of a protective guard, maybe on the knee or somewhere in the leg. But nonetheless, this game continues. Here in the bottom of the 7th, Braintree down by 2 runs in what's been a back and forth slugfest. And the pitch is cut on and missed. The Tigers have continued to warm up their reliever, but have not brought in the reliever here in this game. It's still Maher pitching here in the 7th inning. So Diuti at first with Stanley hitting, and the pitch is up. The righty ready, and that's cut on and missed late on that swing. The righty is ready, and that one is cut on and missed, and down on strikes goes Stanley, who flings the bat in frustration after the strikeout. Stanley 0 for 4 with the bat here today, as that pitch is cut on and missed. So it'll take something from Littlewood, who walked last time, has grounded out and struck out. Braintree has the tying run at the dish, as that one nearly got past the catcher on a pitch well outside. Right now, this is a game that neither side's been able to lock down. Ground ball hit to third, but foul. Braintree has never led in this game, but they have been down by 3 and 4 runs in this game, but just have not quit. Good resiliency shown by this Braintree team, a young team who's hanging in there tough. Pitch is low. And the pitch is cut on and missed, and Littlewood down on strike. So Braintree with consecutive strikeouts here. And the Tigers now an out away from winning this game. So it'll take something from Curran for this game to continue. First pitch swinging, and that one knocked out of play. So Braintree had the leadoff runner on, but consecutive strikeouts, and the runner's still standing at first. And the pitch, ground ball hit to third base. On the move, the throw across is low, it's picked out, and it's the end of the game. A huge play made at first base, and a big hug from the coach, as the defense was certainly not great here today for the Tigers, but they do make a big play when they need to. And that is the end of the game as they hold on to beat Braintree by 2 runs here on the road. And Braintree with a valiant effort here today, but the comeback falls shy. And Braintree loses this one here 8-6, 3 RBI from McNamee. But the offense just couldn't come back enough. The pitching just couldn't hold down the bats for the Tigers, who are very good offense, very good team. They now moved to 7-2, but Braintree show that they can hang around against some of the better teams in the Bay State Conference here today. So certainly a welcome sight for head coach Jenkins and her young team, but a tough loss here today, 8-6, the final score. That'll conclude our coverage. Thanks for watching here on BCAM TV. On behalf of our camera person, Christine Patterson, I'm Mike Wassel. We'll see you next time.